All right, Taurus, let's see what's going on with you guys. We're going to go into the first week of November. So let's see what your situation is like. And I can't wait to do these breakdowns because your Taurus November reading was very intense. All right, let's see. What's the situation first week of November for my Taurus, please? All right, what do we have here? Page of Coins. Why do we only have the Page of Coins? And the Devil in reverse. Okay. So this Page of Coins is talking about, it's the Novice card, first of all. It's you learning something. Some of you, maybe it's quite literal, like you just got a new job or a new position at work and you're learning the ropes of the company and you're working your way from the bottom up. Others of you are going back to school. But in regards to love, it talks about somebody got bored and the relationship stagnated and it reached a peak and a plateau and it needs to elevate and it needs to go up from somewhere. It's like being with a lover and a lover's like, well, we can't be like this forever because lovers is a choice, right? We have to, decide if we have an expiration date or if we're moving on up. The Devil in reverse, though, makes me feel between these two cards and these two energies that you've kind of come to a point where you really are trying to make a very difficult decision because you're saying to yourself, okay, I'm getting rid of this devil energy. I'm getting rid of this negative energy. And you've come to terms with something. That's the word I was looking for. You came to terms with something here. You finally at that point where now you're starting to make big moves. Okay. Let's see. Let's continue. What's coming in towards my Taurus? Guys, please leave me your feedback below if you want me to change up the questions or the things that I ask in your spread. I'm open to feedback always. We got to keep it fresh too, so you let me know. What's coming in towards my Taurus, please? Temperance, Sagittarius energy, Page of Cups, and the Knight of Coins. All right, I'm feeling... in a weird way for you, it kind of feels good. It kind of feels like, okay, so this first week of November, it's like slow and steady, right? Slow and steady wins the race. It's like you made a tough decision or you made a tough call and now you're kind of just processing it and you're going through it, right? Because temperance is telling me you're either holding back, you're tempering yourself, you're trying to control yourself. You're also like trying to be patient and find some balance somewhere with something. You're going slow and steady, the Knight of Pentacles. And with the Page of Cups, this is, baby steps. Literally, baby steps. Tiny little baby steps, slow and steady, collecting your calm, your inner peace. The Hermit card at the bottom of the deck. Also, again, telling me, you're retracting your energy. You're not really going out with friends or telling people what's up because you're trying to figure out the right decision for you. And then once you've decided what that's going to be, then you're going to start telling people what action plans you're taking or what your new life is shaping up to be, right? But here in this kind of energy, and I can't wait to clarify that, the baby steps, maybe you're just texting somebody. Maybe it's just like you made the first move. But the little move feels very powerful. At least that's what I feel. I feel like this energy with you, Taurus, like this invisible wall that feels like it's pushing against me and I'm pushing against it and you're kind of trying to break through. And you are. It just feels like there's all these clouds and you can't see, but you are breaking through. It's an interesting vibe I'm feeling. Like you guys are growing. I can see it. I can visualize it. I don't think you can, but I know you feel something's different within yourself. I know you're feeling the changes. What is it Taurus doesn't see coming their way, please? Feels beautiful. I think you feel like a little, I don't know, like a butterfly coming out of their cocoon a little bit. It's like you're almost saying to yourself, I didn't think I had this in me. I think I can't believe I'm strong enough to do this, and I'm doing this. Dude, that's big. That's huge. All right, let's see what's going on here. The Hangman. Pisces energy. King of Coins at the bottom of the deck. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. Oh, this person's definitely feeling themselves besides their stability. And what's that? Is that the Hierophant? Marriage? Are you committed to this individual? And stuck with this individual? And healing from this individual? Interesting. But they be another, king back there, so make no mistake. All right. The Hangman tells me you're stuck. You're trying to see something from a different perspective, and perhaps you are. You finally are seeing that different perspective. You're hanging in there for one. Maybe a little bit feeling trapped, but I think you're finally seeing it from another point of view. We'll get more details when we clarify that. What's the advice here for Taurus, please? The advice here for Taurus, please. I like the Hangman upside down sometimes only because while you're stuck, you will come to realize, Taurus, that that's a place of enlightenment, to believe it or not, right? It's like you are enlightening yourself, whether you see it or you don't. And that was the energy I was feeling before. And there it is. Now, for advice, 9 of Cups, but it was in the cross. So you're struggling to see your wish fulfillment and your desire right now. Maybe it's clouded. Maybe you think your judgment is clouded. Maybe you don't see where, the happiness is going to come in. I don't know, but it is saying seek it out. 100%. Seek out your wish fulfillment. What's going to make you happy? Definitely. All right. What is the outcome of the week, please, for Taurus, please? Page of Wands. And the Fool. Talk about 2 Aries cards right there. Bang. 2 Aries cards. The Page of Wands is telling me that you're curious about something. Perhaps, the road untaken. Perhaps what your future looks when you're free. When you're not stuck over here. You're definitely thinking about taking a leap of faith and a risk to go towards something regardless. This is like you have an idea of something you want to do, or just in general, like a general point of view of future that you want. So you're willing to take the risk even if nothing is lined up. You don't care. So it's kind of like saying, okay, I'm dealing with 2 individuals, but the one situation is so bad that I don't care if I lose both. I just rather be feeling good, feeling, I can breathe again. That kind of energy. So you're willing to take that risk. You're definitely weighing those pros and cons right now, but it looks like going into the second week, you're going to be doing it. All right, I want to continue. Okay, and we're going to start clarifying for you. What is the Page of Coins for Taurus, please? Page of Coins. Knight of Pentacles and the Star in reverse. You're thinking something is hopeless. This thing that, has come to a peak, a point, a plateau. You're like, it's hopeless. But you know what? Whatever. I'll keep moving forward slowly and cautiously. You have a lot of guards up. You feel like giving up too at some point. You got a lot of stress, but behind it is the Ace of Wands, a passionate new beginning, and feeling guilty that like a guilty pleasure kind of thing. I don't know about that, Taurus, though. We're not, you're a human being. You're meant to explore. new adventures, new life, new realities. Universe doesn't want you stagnating. This is stagnating. They want you to graduate. You're not going to stay in the first year. They want you to move on up and get your diploma. They want you to evolve. They want you to grow. The universe and the planet, literally the planet around you is evolving. You have to evolve with it. Doesn't mean you have to stay stuck here for someone else or anything else. Understand that. I personally raised my own child to be an independent, 100% independent on herself. Teaching her that what are you going to do when you don't have a parent around you, right? I want her to know that no matter what, when she realizes that she uses her own independence and her own self-love, when she loves herself that much, that energy is going to radiate out there. And it's going to pull in all those that want to, that love that she wants for herself, the way that she feels it for herself. She will receive it because the universe says, okay, that person is, hitting those drums, beating that beat. So they're going to give her that same self-love she gives to herself. If you tell yourself and you degrade yourself, you're going to get the same in value. Knight of Coins, Temperance, Page of Cups. Three of Pentacles, the World. You have come to a point in time now that the third party, the third angle, the third person, the third situation, a team at work has come to a close. That is a wrap. Some of you are ending a marriage or a commitment, the Hierophant in reverse, and getting into a fresh new start in love. While others of you are ending something committed and doing something untraditional and finding a passion in love of something you do. I went to college. I worked corporate. Now I do this. Do I have to go to college for this? No. So maybe this is a little untraditional, but I love it. Ace of Cups. It's an example. I'm not saying, do what I do. But what I'm trying to tell you is with this Knight of Coins and the Page of Cups and Temperance, you're tempering yourself. You're trying to find peace and balance. You're going slow and steady. You're taking baby steps with the Page of Cups, right? Because you're going with your heart, which is cute and adorable. And I almost see that your inner child peeking out at me. Hi, baby Taurus. It's like saying, hi, little baby bull. This third situation is done. No more collaborating, no more nothing. It's time to... And that was the sense. That was the vibe I was getting earlier off of you, Taurus, where you feel this too, right? Where you sense in the sense, like a decision's been made. A path is now being walked. Now it's finding that inner peace. But let's see. Let's continue. What is the Hangman? Why are they so stuck? Listen, it will always be peaks and valleys, ups and downs. Okay. I think this is just you, a matter of waiting for something. That's all it is. It's kind of like saying, okay, you're stuck. You found the new house of your dreams. You want to move into the new house, but first you got to sell the old one. You're stuck waiting. Okay. You're stuck. Some of you are asking for a divorce and you're waiting for the papers. You're waiting. Some of you have got a new job, but it's on the other side of the country and you need to sit up. You're waiting. Whatever. You're stuck. You're seeing something from a different point of view. You're still working and churning out that thing is that you wanted in your life as your life goal. 8 of Pentacles. But you're waiting for those ships to come in. But you're a little stuck too. You don't have an option. All right. Not a big deal. 9 of Cups. Advice. That's manageable. I mean, yeah, you might have to deal with other shit around you, but... The Magician. Yeah, it's time for you to manifest your wish fulfillment and your desire and your dreams, all right? But, listen, with the 7 of Cups in reverse, I do have a caveat. I do have a but. The 7 of Cups in reverse is saying, make sure you're clear-headed, right? When you pick the door, you are opening and going through. Don't be confused about it, or if somebody else here is confused about it, make sure you're very clear to them. That's kind of what it's saying. You have to be very, very clear here with somebody. No delusion allowed, right? Don't be deluded that this is just temporary, that we're just going to fix this and da, 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 da. No. You need to challenge them. Five of Wands. You must challenge them. You must fight. Some of you, this is about fixing a relationship, right? Where like you'd be like, listen, I'm fighting with you because I care enough. If I didn't care enough about you, I wouldn't even waste my breath, right? This is also challenging somebody at work. This is like hustling something and manifesting that hustle or manifesting your wish fulfillment. The Seven of Cups in reverse. Some of you might have made the choice and are no longer confused. That can also mean that in the advice. But go towards your wish fulfillment and your desire. All right, what is the Page of Wands here? Page of Coins, Page of Cups, Page of Wands. It's all about the pages here. The Knight of Wands, okay. And the Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, oh, God, I love this. I want to be a Taurus for this week. You are actually becoming that little, baby Taurus, that little kid in the candy store, that little kid that's excited. You're going out there and you're having fun. You're having passion. This is so nice. After such a fucking long time, Taurus, of you going through hell and back, trying to make choices and decisions and you being in murky waters and, it's all being like cray cray. You're finally having a little bit of fun and a little bit of excitement, and it's bringing curiosity in the right way, in the right perspective. Oh, what's out there? You know why? Because you're getting a solid new start. Someone's proposing, a proposal of some kind. I don't know if it's a brand new job for some of you. Others of you, it's something solid. Like, let's be boyfriend, girlfriend. Let's get married. Let's buy a house. Let's do something solid. Take it to the bank and cash it. Ace of Pentacles is legit in your 3D world. It's not ethereal. It's not in your dreams. It's in your reality. Right? And then under that is Ace of Cups. This is why, and then there's you, the Queen of Pentacles. Weighing your pros and cons. What's to weigh? I want you to take the opportunities of these aces and roll with it, Taurus. Roll the dice. Let's see what we're reading about in the extended. I want to be you guys this week. And from now on, cross watchers, I just want you to know, everyone's sign, I will be reading positively for that sign. As if they are like no fail, the best of the best. So in this reading, Taurus cannot fail for me, cross watchers. But energies are vice versa. And you're also discerning adults. But the point I'm trying to make is I want everyone to get motivated from their readings. Yeah. You have finally made the decision to separate, I see. And romantic feelings, I'm pretty friggin' sure that's somebody else from someone you've separated from. Because for me to be seeing all these aces, I know some new news coming in. All right, we'll see what that's talking about in the extended. Guys, if the cursing was bad and you were cringing earlier, I highly recommend you leave now. Because Spiritual as Fuck uses a lot of expletives. Taurus, tell me about my Taurus. What should they hear today? Taurus, please. Taurus? No? Oh, there we go. What'd they get? Forgive the fuck out of someone today. Interesting. You're probably thinking it's not that easy. Sorry, but yes, the fuck it is. Take all the energy you've put into being mad and making a case for how wrong so-and-so is and let that shit go. Start small so you can get the hang of it. The driver who cut you off, yell, I forgive you. That was loud. And wave. Secret bonus perk. Forgiving someone usually pisses them off way worse than before. I love that idea. All right, guys, that's what I have for you. I hope that helped. And I will see everybody on the next one.